Hey guys, today I'm filming the first update in my winter project pan. It's been a little bit over a month since my last update because I had some end of the year wrap up videos that I felt that I wanted / needed to post before this update. But that means I've got some really exciting progress to share with you. So I've only finished 2 things since the last update, and these were the 2 rollover products I had from my fall project pan. That would be my MAC Fix Plus Mist. I was all the way down here. And then also my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. And I believe at the last update I showed you guys that I had dumped as much of this out as I could into a small jar, and I worked out of that jar till it was completely used up. These were such major accomplishments. This MAC Fix Plus started out up here because my friend Lauren declared this to me, so I had less than half of it left, and it took me much longer to get through than I expected. I did use it as a primer spray for most part, but in that last month I did use it as primer and setting spray on days where I was not going to work. But definitely great. Have another empty. I already have 2 full-size backups of this. This is something that I've always thought that I wanted to have in my collection, and I think that I like the idea of it more than I actually need it. I think it's amazing at helping to like melt all of the powder products into your skin. But for me, I don't do this step separate from a setting spray. And if I'm going to do one or the other, I would rather have like a lock on your makeup setting spray. So once I get through the 2 that I have, we'll see if I feel like repurchasing it. I really like it as a primer spray, but it also feels not necessary. So we'll see what happens there. And then my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. I worked on this for 2 years straight, if not a 3rd year. I can't quite remember, but definitely 2 years. Oh my gosh, I use this as a mix-in to help deepen foundations. I use this as a liquid bronzer itself. I do think that this has a really nice formula. It feels like it would be a little bit oily, but it didn't seem to make my makeup oily or anything. It did give like a bit of a glow to the skin. I feel like it was pretty easy to blend out. Sometimes I felt like it would sheer out my foundation a bit, other times not. I think it just sort of depended on what I was wearing underneath of it. And the color was a little bit orange. But this is something that was long discontinued. If they brought it back and if they had a color that matched the Persona bronzer stick in Mojave, I think I'd be interested. But I love my Iconic London Sheer Bronze and Caramel Glow the best for a liquid bronzer. And I have some other things in my collection I need to use up. And I do have the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Drops as something that I can use as a foundation mix-in if I need it. But I cannot believe this is finally done. Such a major accomplishment. I'm so glad I got that finished by the end of the year. So these were mentioned in my 2023 empties, and I wanted to show them to you today, but now they're going to be tossed with the rest of my 2023 empties, and I likely won't be referencing them again until the finale. I'll mention them, but they didn't count as main products in this project, and I was bummed I had to even show them at all, but I'm happy I got through them. So now let's do the progress on everything else. So once I finished my MAC Fix Plus, I moved on to the Benefit POREfessional Super Setter as a primer spray. And this is too heavy for the scale. It was at the intro, it still is now. I even tried it without the cap, still too heavy. So I'll keep trying it every update. The mist on this is actually too fine. I feel like I have to get this close to my face when I'm spraying it, and that's very annoying. And I feel like it's gonna make it go slower. So after this, I want to rinse out my De-Slick bottle, which was something I panned in 2023, and transfer the product in here because I love the mister on the Urban Decay. I thought about using the Charlotte Tilbury travel spray bottle that I had because it's clear and I love being able to track progress, but it wouldn't fit all of the product, and I don't want to have some in here, some in there, and both of these are a 4-ounce size. So that's what I'm going to do, but I know that I didn't have a weight showing with this one for a really long time just because this is a lot of heavy product, but that's my plan. And I'll continue to track, and I will continue to use as a primer spray. I'm thinking that I'm going to use it as a primer spray for the rest of winter. And then in spring, I'm planning on using it as a primer spray and a setting spray, but I'm moving ahead too far. We're just going to keep using it and see how it goes. Then for my all over face primer, I've been using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is just a 1/2 ounce size, brand new. It started right here. Now I'm down here, so that's a really good amount of progress. Again, it's been a little bit more than 4 weeks, but I could possibly finish this by next update, which would be great. And then I'm trying to think about what I want to do next. I do have another of these that I would love to roll in, but I'd only be able to finish potentially half of it before the finale. But then I could roll the extra into spring, because the other spring primer that I want to pan already has been more than halfway used up. So I might do that. Again, here I am talking way ahead. I can't help myself, but I feel like this could potentially be done by next month. If not, it will have just a little bit left, but I'm really enjoying using this. It's a great glowy primer that doesn't make me too oily. Then we've got my foundation, the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. My color is 0.5-2, very light. This comes with a dropper style applicator, which is terrible. It never picked up any product. I always just used the stick and wiped it on my face. So I bought these pumps off of Amazon. It came in a 2-pack. I will have them linked down below. If I don't have it, remind me. This is amazing quality. I'm so glad it was a 2-pack, because I'm going to put the other one in my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation that I want to pan this year. It is so smooth. It gets out a great amount of product. And with this foundation, I have been using it every day, and I've been using 2 pumps. At first, I was using like a pump and a half. Now I'm doing 2 full pumps, and it doesn't seem to be too much product on my skin. And I feel like that's how much I need to And I actually feel like that's how much I need to get all the way around my face and get my whole skin covered. And usually there's like a little bit left to build on my cheeks. But we went from here to here. So this could be potentially used up by next month as well. If not, there will be just a little bit left, which is super exciting. And then we'll see what I choose to work on after this. But I told you in my intro that I was thinking about mixing it with something. And in my intro, I had used it on its own and it was fine, but it's a little bit dark. So I since decided that yes, I do want to use this. So I have been using this every single day. I can't really tell you exactly how much. I've just been trying to like squirt out a decent amount. I just don't know how to describe it, because this is a little squirt packaging and it's super thin consistency. So it sort of just runs out. And this is the Lawless Conceal the Deal Long Wear Full Coverage Foundation in the color Pearl. In my makeup I want to use up in 2024 video, which I will link for you, I did say that I want this to be my mixer of the year. So at the intro, this weighed 2.136 ounces. Today it weighs just 2 ounces. So I'm excited to make more progress on this. For some reason, I feel like this thins out the texture of this and the coverage a little bit. I still think it looks fine when I put it on. I think I need to use this again by itself, or maybe do like just playing around like half my face with this and then half my face with this combo to see if I'm noticing a difference in the coverage. But even if that is happening, I'm fine with it enough. I feel like it looks like I have a lot of coverage once I do all the rest of my makeup, but making some great progress here. Next we have my powder, the Kosas Cloud Set powder in Airy, and I did take a picture of this. And my goal really was to, I think, was to wear down the dome. I didn't want to hit pan, because with a baked product like this, that basically means it's almost done. I definitely can tell that the edges are wearing down a little bit, so that is very exciting. I'll have a comparison picture on the screen, but this is moving very slowly. I am setting my skin with my Dermablend loose powder and then going on top with a little bit of this and more of a dense brush. I'm just not wanting to do too much and make my makeup look cakey. So this is going slower than I hoped. So this might be something that I have to use through the end of spring, which would be fine. I can bump my spring powder to summer. I think that should still be okay. So we'll just, again, see what happens. This started at 2.787 ounces. Now it's 2.747. So yeah, moving slow, but I don't use very much every day because I'm putting on set skin, no hard pan at all. Next we have my NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. This is a 2.03 fluid ounce bottle. I can really feel the weight difference here. This started at 2.647 ounces. Today it's 1.959. I expect this to go until the finale, or at least partway into that last month, which is totally fine. I really have enjoyed using this, and I, again, don't think it leaves any glittery look or makes me oily. Then one of my most exciting products would be the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer in Transcend. This has 2.5 mils in here, and it's something that I just got in a holiday kit and I thought would just be fun to pan. I expected this to take me like 6 months because my Flower Beauty liquid highlight of last year. It was a full size, but it took me an eternity to get through it. But if you guys can see, I have let this settle. I'm about halfway done. So this could potentially be used up by next month, but I'm thinking not, because once I take out the stopper, I should get a little bit more product. But I actually think this will be done by the finale, which is very exciting. And the formula of this is so nice, so easy to work with, much easier than the Flower Beauty. It doesn't set too quickly, but also the shade is a smidge dark for me. So maybe if it was acting a little bit funny, it would be easier to notice in a lighter shade. But so far, I'm enjoying it, and I've been really consistent in using it every day. Next, we have my one eye product, which is my Mercier Caviar Stick in Kiss from a Rose. This is something that I anticipate going into my spring project, but I want to just get started on it. And if you guys can see the comparison picture, I have used up a significant chunk. If you see my picture in my intro, it was really like I applied it one day to my lid and a chunk broke off. So I put it back on top for the picture, and then I put the chunk in a sample jar, smushed it, and used all that up, and then went back to the stick. So that's why you're seeing a significant difference, but also literally no product went to waste. So it just feels like true progress, which is super exciting. I might, you know, again, let's just get excited. Let's just think too far ahead here. I'm gonna predict that at my finale, I'm just gonna have a little bit above the base left, and that maybe in my spring project, you know, I'll probably just like scoop everything out at that point, and maybe I could finish that in a month. I don't know, we'll see, but I'm feeling super good about the progress that I was able to make in just a month, and this really has proven to be a really good shade under my more cool tone favorite in winter. Then we have my lippies. So first was my Purse Balm replacement. This is the Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm in Frost Yourself. This is from a holiday set a few years ago. My friend Amanda decluttered this to me. It is a clear shade that has a mint scent, which is what I've been wanting. I love mint, as you guys know, and hopefully you can tell there is some good, you can see through the packaging pretty well in the center, but there's still a lot of product on the sides and up near the stopper. I think this will be done right at the finale. I'm hoping by next update I'll be at the point where I can pop the stopper. The reason this is not going as fast as I would like is because, first off, I have decided to put my EOS Smooth Sticks one in my purse still, so when I'm actually needing more of a hydrated balm, I can go with that. I'm glad I did, because I went to pull one out and one of them had expired, which is sad. I mean, it's a very inexpensive product to have to toss, but still. So I've gotten a little bit less progress because I have sometimes been reaching for my EOS, but also, unfortunately, this shade has a lot of thick glitter in here, and when I'm wearing it and if I'm rubbing my lips together, I find it to be a little bit irritating, which is so disappointing because I'm so excited about the scent. It's clear, I love that, but it's gonna be something else to use up. And again, Too Faced, this is my plea to bring back this lovely minty scent, but just totally clear, no shimmer. That would be amazing. I would love that so much. And in a full size, please. That is my plea. But for the progress here, this weighed 0.988 ounces at the intro. Today, 0.971. Then the colored lippy that I had been using was this Morphe Madison Beer lip gloss in the shade Venus. Now, a lot of product is sticking to the sides, but hopefully you can see through a little bit. When I'm holding it up to the light, I definitely can, and when I'm twisting the applicator around, I definitely am. But this is a little bit of a thicker product, so while I can see straight down, it is really sticking to the sides. But on the applicator, on this side and this side, there's a lot of product, but on these sides, I don't know why my brain can't think of how to describe it. On the side, it is like straight applicator. There's no color on it. It's white. So I actually am filming this on a Tuesday. I have a lot of sessions Wednesday and Thursday. So what I'm hoping is that for Friday, that I can pop the stopper out before my Friday sessions. And then I'm hoping that this can be done in like 2 weeks. I actually think that is pretty possible. I've really been loving the formula, and the color is such a pretty dusty mauve. So this started out at 1.157 ounces, and today it's weighing 1.067. So last week I had left this at the office on Monday, and then on Tuesday I realized that and I needed to grab another lip product, but all of my makeup is in Aubrey's room except for my day-to-day products, and she was sleeping, so I missed 2 applications of a lip product, and then she woke up and I went and grabbed it, and then I used this for the rest of my sessions on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then I went back in the office and used this on Friday. So this is the lippy that I was planning on rolling in once I finish the Morphe. So I'm going to show it to you now because I've already started to make some progress on it. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Lip Oil in Petal Drip. It was all the way to the top. Now I'm down here. Last year I used up the Maple Drip shade and I got through it in just a couple of weeks. It does not come with much product at all. The packaging is much chunkier, which is a little bit deceptive. This is not my favorite formula, but it's something I can definitely use up. So I'm glad I already got some great usage out of it. I'm in the middle of the A in Jaclyn's name. So I want this to be done by next update, and then hopefully a lot of progress on this because I do have some other things in mind to roll in. If I could get through everything, that would be great, but we're just going to see what happens. But I'm feeling good about finishing this and having good progress on this by next update. So that is where I stand with everything. So this I feel will be done for sure. And then for the foundation and the primer, I think if they're not done, they're going to be super close, which is very exciting. So I feel really good about the progress that I'm making so far and everything. I've done a good job of incorporating it into my everyday routine. I have a lot of other project pans going on right now with some overlapping products. So that is going to start being a little bit of a challenge, but I'm wanting to really prioritize this. So I have posted my intro for all the makeup I want to pan in 2024. I did my deck of panning intro. Right before this video, did my rolling non-makeup project pan intro. Then after this is going to be my Power of Pan Charmed project pan update, which is going to have a lot of roll-ins. So it's about to be a whole lot of makeup in the mix, but I'm ready for a challenge this year. So I would love to hear your thoughts if you have tried these products. I would love to know what projects you're doing right now and what items that you're panning. Please give this video some love and my other project pans and other videos that you're interested in. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.